says, just as I am formless, you belong to godly clan, and you all are formless. All objective experiences are forms. Akari, which means objective. Form. Currently, as I even speak, forms are passing by. Coming into speech. Is a form. Activity of thinking is a form. Words are forms. Sensations are forms. So when Baba is saying you're formless, nirakari, the being is very much experiencing and living these forms. All these forms are appearing in and on the formless one. The limited mind may try to experience the formless one, but it can't. A finite mind cannot experience the infinite self. A finite body cannot experience the infinite self. Or to be more precise, cannot know the experience of the infinite self. Only consciousness, the infinite one, can know the infinite self. Don't try to think. About who you are. Just be who you are. Being in the company of the companion. Aware of the forms. Any forms appear, keep emptying them. Any thought appears, I'm aware of it, but I'm not that. Empty. I'm aware of all the forms, but I'm not that. Empty. Keep emptying. And emptying means knowing your formless self. You cannot be bound by a form. Any word appears, it's a form. Be the empty self that you are. Even a blank state of the mind is a form. Only once you're empty of all forms, knowing your formless truth. Who am I without any forms? Feelings are forms. That's why Baba says, forget everything. Just remember me. Movement of the body and the mind is a form. is the play of memory. Baba keeps telling us, forget the bodies. Forget this world. World is world of sanskars, world of thoughts, world of images in your mind. Know your formless truth. And now, play with forms. Come into sound. Use the sense perceptions. Experiencing the sensations, everything. But knowing you're always that formless background. For all the ever-changing experiences. So even as you come into sound, all the experiences are intermittent, not the formless background, but from the limited mind's perspective, the formless one is intermittently experienced. And all the forms seem continuous. But from the absolute positioning, all forms are discontinuous, intermittent. within me. Is the awareness intermittent or feelings are intermittent? Intermittent feelings appear and disappear. I am aware. Forms don't have the capacity to veil your formless truth. You just need to notice. That you are this two-dimensional screen on which three-dimensional images may play. So with Baba, when I see I am zero dimensional. Formless. And mind makes it appear to be four-dimensional, time and space. A limited mind. Just zero-dimensional being. Om. Silence.
Om Shanti. Sister, what is the difference between still and blank? Because yesterday, still and blank.
Can't hear you.
I'm sorry. What is the difference in stillness and blank?
Stillness and blank. Is that what you said?
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Stillness of the soul is more like the being is, if you see Baba, if you really, that's why we really have to look at Baba to know the stillness of the soul, right? So the stillness is basically where there is no agitation. You need to know that the soul has no agitation in itself, right? It's absolutely still. So it's like soul is not the identified or one with the agitation and the movements within itself. There's a constant movement going on within the soul, right? True?
Yes, sister.
Maybe your headphones, I don't know what it is.
No, no, I never use headphone. I'll go to the other room, sister.
Okay, all right. So, and blankness is the state of mind. That is not the soul. Yeah? Because mind doesn't know how to be without limited images. It doesn't know how to be without words. It doesn't know how to be without forms, right? The limited mind, the finite mind. So the moment we say soul is imageless, mind is like shouting. What do you mean imageless? What do you mean? I don't see a form now. I need to see something to know the soul, you know? And it becomes blank. It feels like it's blank. Yeah. And to really,
Condition is come to the blankness.
we can't really hear you today. I don't know. Do you want to maybe speak without headphones? Stillness, that's why we were seeing in meditation, we were doing more like I'm an empty being first, right? Because only when I'm empty first can I truly experience my loving qualities. Yeah, you cannot really experience the loving because Aj Baba ne said very clearly in yesterday's Murli, your Hindi Murli from yesterday. Do you remember there was something very beautiful Baba said, which made, if you read it clearly, it would make so many things very clear to you. Hmm? I'm trying to find that line in English. I have it in Hindi. Yeah. You know that you are becoming full of all virtues, 16 celestial degrees full, completely viceless for the future. This praise belongs to souls who are in bodies. It is not the praise of the souls alone. Yeah, soul has no qualitative experience. Soul per se by itself is empty. It has no quality per se, but those qualities are inside the soul. And once I know that I am this being that is totally empty of all forms, everything, all forms, then those, it's like the fragrance emerges from the soul, from inside the soul of love, peace, joy. But soul intrinsically has no quality of its own. These 16 celestial degrees full, completely viceless, all this praise belongs to the soul, which is using the body. When it's manifesting, playing the game of manifestation, when it's unmanifest, manifests itself, then it applies to the soul. Otherwise, soul by itself has none of these, what do you call these, this praise doesn't belong to the soul.
Sister, am I audible now?
Now you are.
Yeah, I switched over the device. Sister, yeah, yesterday's Baba said, even this one found it was very, different point. But
Yeah,
soul has, I even thought the same, how beautifully, because you have been telling us and Baba had been with the understanding, it's everything is within the soul.
yeah.
But yesterday Baba said, no, while you are having Jivatma in Hindi, it was, I read it so. So Jivatma, the, soul with the body can only experience all the beauties of the soul. So can you give it an example?
Yeah, like for example, somebody was asking that, why am I not able to experience then that I am silence? If I'm really silence, then why is it that I really find the thoughts of my mind constantly creating so much of peacelessness for me? Yeah, they're asking this question. What is the answer you will give? Because, okay, what is the answer you will give? Let me ask first before I answer. Hmm? Okay. Anybody? I don't know. Otherwise, I will, because today I will need to leave at 6 o'clock my time.
Sister, you only say it, please.
All right. So, see, we have trillions and infinite number of experiences, right? Infinite number of experiences. All experiences have a quality to it. Yeah. Yeah. Too many thoughts actually covers. Uh-huh. All these experiences have some quality to it, whether it's pleasant or whether it's unpleasant, right? But all experiences have a quality. Experience of the soul is the only one unique experience, which is without any quality. Yeah. And that is why it's like you are aware as a being, you are aware of all the experiences. It's like, as we always give the example of the sun that is aware and illuminates all the objects. But soul itself is not, does not have any objective akari quality to it. And to really experience Nirakari quality, you can only just be it. You cannot find yourself in the Akari experiences, in the experiences which have a form, like a thought or a feeling. You cannot, because all these trillions of experience, it's like screen trying to find itself in the images. Can the screen ever find itself in the images on itself?
No, sister.
It cannot. So you cannot really, if you try so hard, because in meditation, if you remember, we said your mind will try so hard to experience you. So the experience of yourself is the best way. Then this one was like the best way to know your own experience of who you are is that which is what we did in meditation today. Anytime an experience which is with a form, in a form of a thought, a feeling, flowers, whatever it may be, comes in front of you, as just appears in front of you as an experience, I am aware. So even like children souls who are playing the part here, whenever they say, oh, somebody booking their flight and they're saying that for 1 hour that the other person may be getting frustrated. I hope I didn't make her upset. And this one is like, okay, now can you say, I'm aware of this feeling which is saying, I am afraid that she may be upset with me because I'm asking her so many questions. I'm aware of this entire experience of forms, but none of these experience of forms is me. So really know first yourself as an empty, completely empty screen with no image on it. So it's like you really have to first know yourself only once I'm aware of this, I'm aware of that, I'm aware of this thought, I'm aware of this feeling, I'm aware of this notion, I'm aware of the flowers, I'm aware of the bottle, but I am not what I am aware of. You cannot experience yourself through a thought or through a feeling. Because if you do try to do that, it's like your finite mind is trying to experience you, the being, which is infinite. It is impossible because you are beyond all forms. You are Nirakari. You cannot
So,
be
so
experienced.
beautiful, sister. Very beautifully you expressed. Understood. It means we are the awareness.
You're just aware. And you are aware means you are forever present background and you are aware of intermittent experiences coming. Thoughts are coming. Thoughts that are complaining about the commenting mind, they are also coming. And thought A is complaining about thought B. But guess what? When the thought A was the unpleasant thought, and then the thought B came, it said, I don't like this unpleasant thought. And this soul said, why do I have to have these thoughts? Why don't they just go away? Yeah. So thought A comes and then thought B speaks. But you know what? You can only have one thought at a time. So this unpleasant thought, when it came, and when the thought B came, why don't I get rid of these? I don't like them. Why do they even come? Guess what? That thought A was already gone. It was not there. Because you can only have one thought at a time. So thought B is complaining about a thought which is already gone. Do you see? And this is why all this movement is what, when I believe that to be me, that is when I find I am moving. I am still. And there's a lot of movement in me, which is why at least this one, what it does is, even with the family parts, whatever the parts are playing, it's like, even if they express the worst of their feelings, okay, can we just take a step back and see and experiment? I am aware of this feeling rather than I am feeling like this. I am aware of this feeling being felt like that in the body. And it's suddenly, it's like a very immediate respite for them. Immediate respite for them. Because formless one has become so one with the forms, and these are the subtle forms which we are constantly one with. Yeah. And that is why we find as though I appear between the gaps. No, objects appear as gaps. I am always there. They appear in gaps. Experiences appear in gaps. I am not in gaps. Is that clear?
Yes, sister, very clear.
Yeah. So that is why
But
Baba.
it needs to be, realized more and more
Yeah.
with the interest, because it's always had been topsy-turvy. Like you are telling, no, intermittent is always I am, Anshu is feeling, the stretches of Anshu, and like,
Don't even use
day,
the name. Don't even use the name, Anshu. Just see it as an
oh,
experience. I am this
perfect.
experience feeling intermittent. I
Okay, now I'll ask you a question, sister. Yeah. So, this irksome thought, the thought was quite, uh, troubling me. This part behind husband, he said, day after tomorrow is rain dance in the club, and I had been avoiding not going. And so-called body's anniversary, they said the 22nd of June we'll go there. And it had been such an irksome thought whole night. I was wondering, then I was enjoying my stillness also. When I was enjoying my stillness, I was feeling, can anything, like Swadarshan Chakra. I'm still, and every thought is trying to, identify, to give me some irritation. But I'm enjoying my stillness. That's why I asked you this blankness. Now you tell me, I can't, do anything to avoid. I don't want to go. So why my time needs to be wasted involved in that? Now, please tell me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Very important is, again, to know that this ever-present peace that you are, right now, see it. This ever-present peace that you are aware of this feeling of resistance. Are you?
Yes.
Hmm? Yeah, okay. So instead of being the resistance, I am the awareness that is aware of the feeling of resistance. Can you see it?
Yes, sister.
Yeah, okay. All right. So who are you, the resistance or the awareness that is aware of the resistance?
I'm the awareness, definitely.
Okay. So what is the nature of the awareness that is aware of resistance?
Openness, open space,
Open space, openness. Okay. And what else is the nature of that openness?
accommodating whatever is coming.
Okay. Accommodating the feelings that are arising, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Or irritation that is arising. Very aware, right? Now, is
Yes.
the awareness seeing it as a feeling, is it seeing it as irritation or resistance, or is it feeling it as a sensation in the body? What is your experience? If you really see your experience, what is your experience of this, what your mind is labeling as resistance or irritation?
I believe it had been for first time I heard it, the both. I could feel it actually.
Yeah, so that was the words that were given and labeled by the mind. But what is you, the being, your experience of that thought? What is the
Little yeah, little unpleasant, I thought. Then mind started planning a little bit more. I have to get up in the morning, so I can't spoil it. And other stories,
that
what
is
others
the
people
thought
will
A,
say.
thought B, thought C, thought D. That is all coming there. What is your
Okay,
experience of that thought? If you didn't have words, what is your experience of that thought?
no experience, sister, nothing.
No experience? Maybe
No.
an unpleasant sensation in the body. Just a
Yeah,
sensation, right? That's why
yeah.
body could not go to sleep. I mean, the
For
body,
some time, for some time, yes, I felt,
yeah,
my time is going. Still, I was feeling, no, I'm still, I'm still.
yeah. So
So
the
let it
still
evolve
being,
around me, these thoughts. They
yeah,
can't touch me. So I
yeah,
slept in that condition actually.
yeah,
But still, that thought is there. Yeah, it
yeah.
didn't go.
Yeah, so that feeling is there in the body and the sensations are there in the body mind. Being aware means I'm aware, and as labels are, it's not like there is someone who is irritated. There is someone who is resisting. There is someone who is feeling I am wasting my time. Who is that someone?
I believe that's the mind story only.
So, what is that story?
Just a part, and I don't need to.
It's just there is nobody there.
Yeah.
There is nobody there to feel, to be that, I am feeling resistance. Who is that I? It's actually not there. It's just a thought. It's just a sensation in the body, which is literally orchestrating your other thoughts, which are following it, orchestrating your feelings, orchestrating your actions after that.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is why Baba wants us to really see this very clearly. That's why he says, Apna chart rakho, check karo, change karo. This is the checking that we, the beings, are doing, that the one who's trying to orchestrate my thoughts, feelings, sensations, actions, relations, everything, actually, who is that one? There is nobody there.
Just a thought.
It's just
Yeah.
a ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a ghost. So this one now at least has seen this very clearly by now, that whenever something comes up, even if it's a simple ordinary thought, just Baba, on behalf of who is this thought coming? Immediately Baba draws attention to what is your nature. And then the moment I see my nature with Baba, oh, this does not even exist, but it really feels like me. But it does not exist. It does not exist. And as you see this more and more, you are checking this more and more with Baba, automatically you will realize you're totally empty of thoughts only.
Sister, the sound is of yours or Baba? It doesn't exist. Because I handed over to Baba this thought, and
Mhm.
with quite, intensity, I said, Baba, look, it's feeling so real. I
Mhm.
don't want to go. I'll see everybody, in the worst part, and I really don't want to suffer. And it's feeling like it's mine, Baba, please take it. But
Mhm.
now you tell me, when Baba is telling you, this thought doesn't belong to you, it's you are saying or Baba is telling you?
It's,
Or
see, Baba and I both don't have a voice. We both are soundless, right?
done.
Yeah,
Mm.
but we are using Baba's so-called mind, which is not separate from him, but we have to use some language. Yeah. So we are using Baba's so-called mind. But first, before even I use that so-called mind, I just know I am soundless. And Baba is soundless. I am formless and Baba is form. That is just a knowing. There's no words or anything that can really define you or describe you. That is why Baba said, no, all this description and praise is once only when you are in the body. Once when you are using the body. When you don't have a body, you can't describe the soul. That's what Baba said, no? This was such a standing out line for me when Baba said,
Yes, for us also, but we didn't go for this much stretch of, churning.
yeah. So it's
I
not the
said we will
praise,
make it clear from you, but you yourself only started.
yeah. Yeah,
So
because
it means, see,
my,
I have to, sister, make it my nature, or it's like I enjoy my soulfulness not in the body as it is without the body. You want to say that?
yeah, whilst I'm using this bundle of sensations, I know who I am without the body and this bundle of sensations. I just know it, isn't it?
Great, simply great. Very
Yeah,
different twist, actually.
yeah. And that's the twist Baba is giving us. There's no praise of the soul alone. You can't define the soul without this, its mind and body. You can't describe it. Yeah. It's just a thought that imposes a concept and a belief. Concepts together, put together, creates a belief, imposes. I am aware, but the moment I say I am aware of this, and this, it's already a concept imposed by a thought.
All right. So I diminish its much strength, what was causing suffering.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because mind keep telling stories, you will go, you'll suffer, whatnot. And mind is saying drama is so beneficial, it's you definitely drama will not allow you to go. Don't worry. You
Mhm.
and the universe is so such a good friend of yours, and Baba is there. Don't worry. This
Yeah.
suffering doesn't belong to you. Mind is fabricating whatnot, not. But you are telling, if I'm seeing the mind and my thoughts as an observing them, then really there I'm creating a separation, between
It is like you are aware, but it's like they come and just flow through you. They don't stay. It's not like they come and stay there. It's just like you see a flow from, they just pass through you. They
it
literally
means
pass,
they are not sticking.
they can't stick to the soul. It's
Okay,
like
okay.
they pass through you and they go back within you and Baba. I like to put it in Baba. So they're like, they
like
go
Neelkant
straight
like
into
Neelkant,
Baba.
you said Neelkant.
Yeah, literally. Literally, they just literally, they really, what sticks is what I give my attention to. And that sticks to me. What I don't give my attention to, they just go. And I literally can even see as though there's a, I'm laughing that how they come and they just go. I'm just smiling at them. They have no power to define me because I know I'm beyond all definitions. I cannot be defined. And that's why this question somebody had asked also. Three types of seva is there. Sthul seva, Baba said, sthul seva and sukshma
Sukshma seva and
and
Mool
mool seva.
seva.
Mool
Yes,
seva.
sir.
Hmm. है ना? Sthul seva to we all know, right? Sukshma seva is more like when I am really using the thoughts of the Father and then coming into action, like right now. We are in Sukshma Seva, and Sthul is part of it. But Mool Seva is the first one. If that is not there, Sukshma Seva cannot happen. And even Sthul Seva is just some task that is performed. I mean, as a person. So Mool Seva is the depth of this. Mool Seva is where I am totally aware of myself as the seed. Mool is the root, the seed. And when I know I am that awareness, and everything I'm aware of after that is simply a concept, then in that truth that I am, in that absolute Mool Seva, knowing my truth as that being that I am, from there, even Sukshma Seva and Sthul Seva are all happening in conjunction. Only from this truth that I am the seed, the root, the mool, then the sukshma and sthul seva is happening without you even knowing it's happening.
Yes, sister. Baba stretched the Mool Seva in three parts, and you simply through you right now, Baba is saying, put it just you know yourself.
Yeah.
Because Baba said Mool Seva 3 points. First was remembering of Baba,
Mm-hmm.
then make others remember Baba, and third was give introduction of Baba. This was what I felt yesterday. So,
Huh?
but now you're telling, you're making it so beautiful, like you be in your seat stage. Rest, all three will include in it.
Yeah, absolutely. The moment you know that you are the seed, then the whole tree is just unfolding and manifesting on its own. Mool means root. Mool means absolute foundation of everything. Yeah. So once I know I am the seed, then I'm using all the different forms. I'm constantly living with forms. I'm constantly in forms are inside me, forms are manifesting out of me, constant using, interacting, living, being the forms. But I know my formless truth.
I'm not becoming the form.
I am not becoming the form, although I am using and touching all the forms, but the forms are not touching me. Means they are not defining me or influencing me. I'm using all the thoughts, I'm using all the words, I'm using all the actions, but they can't touch me, influence me, define me, anything. Yeah. So in interactions, practically, how are you using it and seeing it? Because you're constantly using forms, you're constantly living with forms. How?
Sister, I'll give you one example.
Mm-hmm.
Like Delhi, and I live in eighth floor, no construction beyond that. So it's really piping hot, and I can't do without AC for for 5 minutes. It's really burning. And whatever is being cooked, this soul behind this yugal, keeps shouting at me. Shouting means I can't define it. Oh, and I go in the kitchen, just rush back. And whatever, so much efforts, Baba, me and Baba putting, and he's just throwing it out. And he's making stories. Then, with being more compassionate, I realize really so much of hot. He doesn't use AC. He keeps going out for his different, society work and all. So I was very compassionate. And although I don't know, I was using my formless thing. But yes, I told him, yes, it's very hot. Maybe, you don't feel like eating. So I was more compassionate, that I can say. But differentiate, I'm enjoying my conversation as being aware in formless, that I'm yet to see actually. But
Mm-hmm.
but I see the impact of it in the behavior, and more better understanding, more acceptance that is happening. But yes, being totally detached as a soul, if I see, so I don't define it much, but
Mm-hmm.
it's happening in the action now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and somebody read said by not getting influenced by them. Absolutely. And it's like to know that I, the being, am beyond all influences, right? And when I know that I'm beyond all influences, then no movement of the body, no feeling of the body mind, no thought of the body mind, nothing is influencing me. I'm really living throughout as just a being that is aware of all the trillions of experiences that are constantly taking place. But at a time, there can only be one experience. So you're really, really living now. This is what really is the result of it. That when you truly know that you are this formless being, then no form is touching you, influencing. Soul cannot be influenced, but it's not even touching you. Then thoughts will come and they will be, it's like, duck, water off the duck's back. It's literally like that. They literally come and they flow. They come and they flow. They can't, nothing is touching you. And you're feeling your constant peace, your constant nature of truth, of love, and you will feel that I and you are not different. And what I'm finding is now it's more you feel like when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself. When I'm seeing you, I'm seeing myself. I'm not saying that it's at the level of the soul, we are like that. I can't tell you apart from you and me. Part,
Sister, you want to say that everyone is of our extension? You mean that?
no, it's just like, because more you are not feeling this forms as you. More forms are going out of your system. What is left is I and you. I and you at Atma level. What did Baba say a few days ago?
We all are same.
Yeah. So when it's like soul behind, now we are speaking that way because you need to explain. When I see this form of niece or daughter or husband part, whatever the labels that the bundle of sensations may be carrying, but it's like I am talking with Baba, I'm with Baba, and I can see as though Baba is only seeing not these bundle of sensations or their experiences or their words or whatever the expressions are. There's just that being. And it's like I and you are kind of just, I'm talking to myself because I can't see the difference.
Sister, ultimate. This is ultimate actually. There is no difference, it means. There is no difference.
Where is the difference?
It's just in the thought.
In the thought. And each one has taken the form of their own thoughts for some time.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is why I say we lose the sense of separation. Because at the level of the soul, there is no difference in us. Yeah. No difference. And then in that, you can see, oh, there's a feeling that came up. Okay, if I wear this feeling, or I'm just aware of this feeling, or I'm wearing this feeling, aware and wear. What are you doing? Being aware or wearing it? If you're just aware of it, it just flows. But I'm wearing it. Now suddenly I'm a little bit different than you are. Yeah. Now I have to try to see you as a soul. Yeah.
Om Shanti, Didi.
Om Shanti.
Didi, if we are wearing it, then it will come in action, right?
It depends. It can be wearing one layer. Maybe you still have that much awareness that you know that, okay, I'm wearing it. It feels very close. But they still created a sense of I'm different than you, but I'm still okay, fine, you know? But then there comes the next and then the next. And it depends. Each one's threshold will be different at which layer
Like,
that.
yeah. Like, for example, Didi, this one is seen from many days. There is, it's like Tufan, like there's a lot of thoughts, and Amrit will also, then in the time also, whenever I'm sitting. But, I'm not getting bothered by them. So there's one thought coming, I should just message you, I should just tell you. All the thoughts I'm just watching, but I'm not taking any action. I mean, it is not having that power to really push me into words or into even that, that situation, that person also came. And still I was, the first feeling came whether I want to get into the feelings. Feelings were shouting, say. But what is my truth? That only came into words and action. So
Absolutely.
I just want to know that is it okay if those things are coming? I'm not, and I'm
Absolutely.
not even bothering when they will stop and when
No,
they
no, no.
will,
That
or
is,
asking someone,
yeah,
or
absolutely.
they're just coming, and I'm every morning I sit on Amrit Vela and I'm just okay, now they start and, and whenever I go back in silence they are there, but
Yeah,
this is so amazing that they're not bothering me.
absolutely. And once you stop getting bothered by them, they will just start just flowing by and they will become less and less and less over time. And then
Right.
as they become less
Yeah,
and
but
less,
I'm not.
yes,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even waiting for that, Didi, that they'll become less and less
no,
and
no,
less,
no.
because then also mine start
No, you're
looking for.
not waiting, but I'm just telling you from my experience. I mean, I can't even say my experience. I can only say what Baba has given. Yeah. What happens is because they are not sticking, they're just flowing by. Over time, they become less and less and less and less. Yeah. And as they become less, what will start to happen is also you will start to see that your truth is just was always here and always now, which is what now I have understood when Baba says sab kuch hua pada hai.
Hmm.
Yeah, everything is already done, which means it's all not done outside, it's all already here and now. That is what it means.
And like you said, now there will be enjoyment. You will enjoy. Actually, that that feeling of that
Huh?
I've become uh, so
Hmm?
immune to all sort of that. I'm not even doing. I mean, I'm just becoming like a dead person to those thoughts and feelings, like dead, like
Yeah.
bodiless.
Yeah. They will just pass by. They will have no power because they're not getting your attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's fine. You know your truth beyond your forms, right? That's the beauty.
Yeah, so sister has written that sometimes they stick. They are sticking. Even in this part also, I feel that they are very sticky. They are not going really. And sometimes I feel I'm not doing any effort. I
Yeah.
should do some effort to, I'm not doing any effort, and that's why the mind also says, see, you are not making them go, and that's why they're sticking.
Does a screen ever make any effort to get rid of the images?
No,
No. Is the screen bothered by what is on it?
no,
No. Is the screen disappearing when the images disappear?
no.
No. It's just that I need to know I am the screen. That is all you need to know.
So beautiful. Now I'm so happy that these tufan are coming so I can see myself. And this is so beautiful.
And this is seed seva.
Mhm.
मूल सेवा ये है मूल सेवा. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Siti. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Baba.
Really,
Thank
sister, I want to tell you one thing. If this understanding is so easy, Baba would have provided 30, 40 years back, then I believe all the 800 billion souls would have been with Baba. I'm telling you, this thought came to me a week back. I was saying, if it is so easy,
it
it's
is
really
easy.
easy happening. It's an experiences you're enjoying,
Yeah.
and then like, it becomes a beautiful journey. Why not? I
Exactly.
wish it really was easy 30, 40 years back, and see, everyone is
But
literally
see,
of
this
Baba.
thought, I wish, no, no, no. It was supposed to be that way.
I know you will say that only.
Yeah, it is exactly how it is supposed to be. Because
Because
the
Baba
moment we,
won't be quiet. Baba won't be quiet with the student. I know that. But I know it was just a simple thought. But it had to be that way. Definitely agree.
yeah.
Total respect and regard
And the
to
beauty
the
is
Dhamma.
that souls are
Yeah.
all screens. It's like I and you. I mean, to me, this is so beautiful. Just I'm seeing, when I'm seeing you, I'm seeing me. When I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me. So, will you ever hurt yourself? Will you ever be rude to yourself? Will you ever not love yourself? Loving you is loving me.
So Baba is giving different homework today. Definitely. There's a homework in it. And Baba is very clever these days. Twisting the ears and nose.
Somebody else also shared this
Yeah.
experience with me from this class
Okay.
only or Hindi class, I can't tell. But they shared this experience, same experience with me.
Okay.
I told them just to make one caution, just to let them know the parts are different, but my interest is in the difference, or my interest is in the one that is sameness. Then if my interest is in the sameness, then whether I'm you, whatever form your form may be of body, mind, who cares? More important is I see I and you are, I don't see the difference. That's the beauty of Baba's beautiful knowledge. I just love that line when Baba said, Atmao mein koi fark nahi. Baba mukt kar diya. My peace is your peace. You could be shouting, I don't know what it is, your form and whatever you have to take, but my peace is your peace. My love is your love. There's no difference. Someone walking here, me and you, same. You know?
And maybe when this one started listening to you, I think 6, 9 months back, I used to think, oh my God, what Didi is saying so alien. I don't know how many years it will took to actually, what she's saying. And now I mean, with this experience, I could think this is actually so easy.
It
So,
is.
like, impossible and possible, like bodiless and all those are just concepts when we used to listen to you. Just concepts, and I'm like, oh my God, this not possible.
Yeah, we can't hear you very clearly, Sister Neha. Maybe headphones
Yeah,
help.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yes, if you
yeah.
could repeat now.
Is it better? Any better?
Yeah, say something.
Yeah. Am I audible now?
Yeah, audible now.
Yeah. So just this that, the initially these concepts were very alien and looks like it takes a lot of time. But now they seems to be very easy. Like Baba says, easy Rajyo.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It is easy, Rajyog. Yeah, it's just a matter of it takes a moment of realization. Just a moment. And it's okay, even that struggle part that comes, because it's so easy, mind finds it very hard for accepting something so easy. That's the problem. Hmm? So it just becomes for the mind also to start accepting it is easy. You don't have to labor. It is love. Yeah. So more and more, we just live in Mool Seva. Yeah. Foundation, seed Seva. Okay. All right. Thank you, Baba. So just silent. presence that I am. And within my silence is louder than the commentaries and the forms within me. And within my silence, everything in the ocean of silence that I am, everything, all the forms merge in me. There could be 80,000 people shouting outside, or there could be 80,000 experiences shouting in the mind in the form of thoughts and sensations and feelings. They all just merge into the ocean of silence that I am, because my silence is louder than the sound of words. Om. Silence.
Thank you, Baba.
Thank you, Baba.
Thank you, Baba.
Thank you, Baba.
Thank you, Didi.
Thank you.